The old firehouse. It conjures up nostalgic images of men playing checkers, brass poles, and spotted dogs. It reminds us of a time when life was simple and things didn't change so much, and fires were taken care of by volunteers from our own neighborhood. Today, your neighborhood fire station represents a team of highly trained firefighters and emergency rescue technicians using the latest in high-tech equipment and tactical procedures. And standing behind these local heroes is a supporting team of communication specialists, administrators, maintenance and supply workers, computer operators, inspectors, and managers. Together, this team provides emergency service and fire loss management to more than 1,000 square miles of Central Florida. The team is called the Orange County Fire and Rescue Division, and the teamwork is called Synergy. The story of the Orange County Fire and Rescue Division begins with the rapid growth of Central Florida in the mid-1970s. Prior to the 1981 establishment of the Orange County Fire and Rescue Division, fire protection was provided by 16 autonomous fire protection districts. About 1/4 of the county was not covered by any fire protection district. These districts were authorized by the Florida State Legislature, and their continued existence depended on enabling state legislation. Unfortunately, the area's rapid growth amplified the inequalities between the 16 fire districts in areas of fire suppression capabilities, emergency medical services, training, and building inspection procedures. One of the more obscure forces motivating unification of fire services under one management throughout the county was the frustration experienced by the construction and development community in obtaining consistent, timely review and approval of construction plans. 16 different fire commission boards and 16 different fire officials created a builder's nightmare. On March 31st, 1981, a state bill proposed by Representative John Micah became law. This legislation effectively ended the 16 fire districts by withdrawing the enabling legislation for the districts. No provision was made at the state level for fire protection services to replace those discontinued. Conceived in heated controversy, parented by progressive local fire service leaders, Orange County government gave birth to the Orange County Fire and Rescue Division through local legislation. A team of experienced fire service leaders were recruited to lead this new fire department during the formative years. Leadership was identified locally. Experts were recruited from outside the state. Since the controversial birth of the Fire and Rescue Division in 1981, the organization has grown from approximately 350 career employees to approximately 700 career employees with a budget of more than $50 million. Meanwhile, a corps of over 100 volunteer and reserve firefighters have supplemented and supported the career staff. The reserve members serve alongside career firefighters on fire apparatus, and volunteers give relief to firefighters at extended fire operations by providing refreshments. The Fire and Rescue Division is made up of 5 departments. Mitchell C. Floyd is the County Fire Administrator. Charles Barrett is the Acting Deputy Chief of Operations. Douglas Bressler is the Deputy Chief of Logistics. Ed Spahn is the Deputy Chief of Fire Loss Management. John Young is Manager of Administrative Services. And Roger Richardson is Manager of Fire Communications and 911 Services. services offered by the Operations Department include fire suppression services, emergency medical services, miscellaneous rescue services, training functions, and cooperation with the Orange County Sheriff's Office Aviation Section. Fire suppression is provided by highly dedicated Fire and Rescue Division employees using modern fire apparatus and equipment to attack, surround, and extinguish fires. These fires occur in structures, motor vehicles, watercraft, and wildlands and forests. Motor apparatus, watercraft, and specialized equipment must be purchased and maintained to deliver this service. Emergency medical service provides the bulk of calls for service in the division. Over 60% of the total calls result from medical emergencies. This trend confirms the changing nature of the fire and rescue service, which in past eras was predicated principally on fire suppression principles. Emergency medical service delivery involves a three-tiered medical system. Basic life support, BLS, is delivered by every manned fire apparatus in the county fire division. This service level is intended to provide life support to injured patients until the arrival of apparatus and trained manpower providing advanced life support, ALS. ALS involves application of sophisticated electronic medical equipment and highly specialized controlled drugs to patients in advanced states of need. After stabilization at the scene of the medical incident, the patient is transported to the nearest qualified medical facility for the final tier of treatment, hospital treatment. This medical service delivery system differs radically from systems in place before 1975, which involved the simple discovery of a patient, placement into an ambulance, and whisking away to a hospital. Modern technology has presented the firefighter with a vast array of hazardous materials to contend with. At every turn, a hazardous material incident is waiting to happen. It is necessary for survival that trained personnel be available for organized control of hazardous materials, which from time to time escape their containers and threaten surrounding life and property. No organization can deliver quality service without organized training programs designed to keep employees at peak working efficiency. The technology of firefighting, the manipulative and cognitive skills required for medical service delivery, require constant training and evaluation. This is a task facing the training section of the Operations Department. Training is provided by both in-house staff and training at remote facilities. All top managers have received management training at the National Fire Academy in Emmitsburg, Maryland. Because of the vast area served by the division, special attention must be given to equipment and facilities used for training. Certainly, personnel from remote stations cannot be traveling to and from a single training site as a matter of practice. The division owns special training equipment such as portable training towers, which are taken to the remote fire stations using a tractor-trailer arrangement. Here, firefighters can use quality training equipment yet remain in their first due response area. The spectrum of risks encountered range from raging wildfires to fires in the upper floors of high-rise buildings. Each encounter is dangerous. Each is vastly different from the other. The Fire and Rescue Division cooperates with the Orange County Sheriff's Office in operation of an aviation section. Airplanes and helicopters are in the aviation fleet. There are many applications for this equipment. One of the most important is the use of helicopters for emergency medical transport to patients from accident or fire scenes in remote parts of the county. Whether this practice is instrumental in saving lives is no longer in question. There are documented saves. The sheriff provides the pilot. The Fire and Rescue Division provides a firefighter-paramedic for the two-man helicopter crew. Both crew members are sworn law enforcement officers. This provides mission flexibility as well as mutual protection for both crew members if the aircraft is assigned to a law enforcement mission. No organization functions without support. This is the task of the Logistics Department. One of the most important functions of logistics department is to efficiently keep the large organization spread over 1,000 square miles stocked with adequate supplies. Many of the medical supplies are controlled substances. This requires special handling, storage, and control. The logistics department balances investments in inventory with reasonable anticipated needs for any emergency or disaster. Fire apparatus requires repair. It must be kept in top mechanical condition. Lives of firefighters in burning and damaged structures depend on the ability of the pumping engines to keep the water flowing. Firefighters on large aerial ladders depend on the apparatus hydraulics to operate perfectly when working close on a fire attack. The pumping engines may be called upon to pump as much as 1,500 gallons per minute. And the aerial ladder trucks are called upon to extend up to 110 feet. Certainly, safety is paramount. In addition to all this high-profile emergency equipment, the logistic department supplies everything, from toilet paper to paint, from bedding to lawnmowers. In an attempt to keep up with the exploding growth of Orange County, the Orange County Fire and Rescue Division builds, on the average, a new fire station every 18 months. It is the responsibility of Logistics Department to initiate land purchases, identify fire station sites, work with design professionals, and execute station plans. During construction, Logistics monitors the construction progress and reports periodically to the fire administrator. In firefighting, employee safety is high on the list of priorities. The